a bone to pick with you, Darren Stanley Hayes.
Yes, sir. What is it?
Last time you were on the show, you were totally married.
I totally was.
And you didn't say anything.
No, I
You've
didn't.
gone home, and then it's all of a sudden, guess what?
I'm married.
I'm married. To a lovely man.
Yes.
And you kept it a secret. You sleep it on this.
Kind of, you know, I kept thinking people would say it. To be honest, I thought most people saw my...
Because you had the wedding ring on.
Yeah, and also I had those hairstyles and those outfits in the 90s. I just thought most people knew. But I met a great guy and also didn't want to... I felt really strongly about not promoting it. You know, like announcing that I was married and suddenly being on the front cover of the magazine. So I was touring and then we announced our marriage at the end of that when I had nothing to sell until now.
Are you finding that now you've become some kind of poster boy for gay marriages and gay rights and things like that?
Without meaning to, in some ways, yeah. And I kind of get, it's weird because I do feel super charged about it because getting married, it sort of completed this little piece of the puzzle. I'm getting really deep here. But it completed this little piece of the puzzle in me, in any of the shame that I felt about myself. Because I got to stand around with the people who love me, our families, my nieces and nephews, and everybody all clear that I'm going to grow old with this person. And sort of having a piece of paper, having the recognition kind of made me feel great. So yeah, I think everybody should be like to feel that. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I've got to ask you this. Does Richard like Star Wars?
Not as much as me.
That's so important, does it?
Of course, we watched The Empire Strikes Back on our first date. That was literally,
Just as a quick tangent, there's I gotta think there's something, I don't want to trivialise the same-sex marriage in any way, shape, or form, but it's got to be great because you're going to have a lot of the same interests.
Right.
And there's an old Jerry Seinfeld one where straight away, bang, you double your wardrobe. That's it's great.
Well, actually, Richard lost his baggage on the way over here. We flew, and they lost his bags for about 5 days, and I kept saying, it's cool, you know, it's like two dudes. Just wear my underpants, it's fine, but he's a bit shorter than me. So.
Oh, that's always a problem. But he likes Star Wars, that's
Yeah, he loves Star Wars.
So the first date?
First date, Star Wars, I knew after about a week, but I loved him, and I think about, I keep lying about him, so I don't know where he is. I don't know how long it took me to propose after this.
Oh, there he is. We just got a shot. Oh, there he is. Oh, you almost got that. Dressed up with a nice tie as well. I like that.
Yeah, I proposed very quickly into dating.
You proposed?
I did.
What did you do?
Well, let me give you the backstory. In San Francisco, where I used to live, right,
yes.
I married my best friends who were actually a man and a woman. So like a normal couple. It's a joke. Because anybody can get a license to marry there. So you can, for one day, you can have a 24-hour license to marry people. And I had married Leonie and the man I introduced her to, Robert. So I married them all later. So when I took Richard home, I was basically saying goodbye to my house in San Francisco, and I proposed to him there. It was all very romantic.
Oh, that's nice.
I won't share that.
You didn't do it in Wookiee or anything like that? That's it weird.
He did wear the...
Oh, that's nice. I mentioned the whole, you know, Howard here and he's going, I want to get all the filth off the internet and shut down the internet essentially. Elton John wants to close it for 5 years.
Elton John, he's always
internet
something.
He is. But you embrace the digital age. I mean, you're Mr. MySpace and all that.
Yeah, I want to get